Hey guys, sup, my name is Rick for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council, and we do this every Monday. Hello Monday, and it's called Coffee Time. Basically what this video is, well, what the discussion will be about is in the title. We did one last week, which is what should come off the ban list. This is basically what the ban list should have, let's put it that way. This is more of a general thing of where the game should be taken next. My feelings, no one else's. And this isn't a prediction list. I hate prediction lists. This is just what should happen to balance out the game for everyone to enjoy it. There's no bias here, none like that, none of me bias. I don't play any of these decks, so I'm trying to make sure everything is fair. With that said, the ban list comes out Friday. So if you don't want to partake in any ban list talk, anything like that, leave the video now or forever hold your peace. Because in the comments, I want you guys to square off, before I start off, at what you actually want to see on Friday's ban list, because that's going to be the full official ban list, and I'm putting on my fireproof vest because I feel there's going to be a fire of hate. With that said, I'm ready for it. Come at me and put what you want in the comments, like your ban section, your limited, your semi, your to 3. This is what I feel should be banned. 6th Sense, Return from Different Dimension. These cards are stupid, sacky, and sack needs to be removed from the game. That's clear as day. Limited removal. Why? Because of stupid FTKs, OTKs out of the butthole. With machines and Cyber Dragons are getting a boost, this card needs to go out the window. I mean, they already have Cyber Twin Dragons, so it's not like they really need it. And Kagura's can just protect their field so they can be the perfect OTK, like GBs are the perfect archetype, where everything works nicely together. Wonder Piece. This card, I've been seeing it for past while being 2 months, splash in almost everything that's not Dragon Rulers under the sun. And it's irritating. It's not like it's a bad card that's breaking the game. Give me 1 second, be right back. It's one of those cards that's a pain in the butt. I had to walk off the set. It's one of those cards that are a pain in the butt that it's becoming the new pot of greed. And that's irritating and that's bad for the game. And it's being splashed everywhere. Let's just get rid of it, be done. It makes one more hit to the Exodia deck. Rescue Rabbit. Again, this is one of those ones that I feel like it's not relevant anymore. Let's just get it out of the game so it stays irrelevant forever. It's not the same power as Rescue Cat, but it can still win you a game very easily, especially with the new Noble Storm coming out. I feel this card should be getting the hit. And there's also 101, so. Limited. All 4 big, which means Tempest, Tidal, Redox, Blaster. If you didn't see that coming, they were stupid at 2. Hell, they're probably still stupid at 1. But this is good for now. So I don't even need to talk about that. We know how stupid it is. Ophion at 1. The reason I say Ophion is because it basically says anything that's not level 5, anything that's not level 4 or lower, screw you, you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's wrong. It's not good for the game. Ophion at 1, it's like the same equivalent to Shein, where in terms, if you have multiples, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get over it. So it's just to balance out the playing field. Blue Boy, which everyone refers to him as, which is the spell book. I forget his name, I call him Blue Boy too. He's the blue spellcaster for spell books. He gets you any spell book in the deck. Let's limit him. That should have been done when they got the first hit. Mermel's only 2 hits, I feel, is their Searcher, their level 7 Searcher. I'm probably going to screw the name up. Abysstrice, whatever that is. It's the level 7 Searcher. That thing should have been limited a long time ago. I'm sorry. In the OCG, it really was limited and did better, but OCG still needs more hits on it. And then I feel Lynn or the Trap card should be hit, because Lynn allows you to go into any Mermel, and that's just kind of silly that basically she goes, haha, I die any which way, I bring out a Mermel. That's bad for everyone. And finally, because I would have Stratos in heavy limited, if it would, just saying like, if it would, if it went the perfect way in my eyes, Heavy and Stratos came back to 1, Hero Lives would have to be limited. Because, let's talk about this. We kept Shockmaster banned under this list because Shockmaster is still a powerful card. It's not going to help the game at the point. We want to get away from that bad sack, and we want to move on to Noble Knights, and we want to move on to those new tiers. I can't really think of anything like Ghost Tricks. you know, little slower paced decks, we want to give them a chance. So Hero Lives hit it just to balance out the Stratos and Heavy that would be at 1. Heavy Storm doesn't affect Noble Knights, it actually helps them. Play Heavy Storm, summon Noble Knight, play a bunch of equips, and for those of you who are pro Heavy, not pro Heavy Storm, you're not pro Heavy Storm, like you hate Heavy Storm, there's Starlight Road, Huge Revolution, Stardust Dragon, and Stardust Spark Dragon to protect all your stuff. And to the one person that's probably going to say adapt without Heavy Storm, I don't like it, it's bad for the game. It's a constant set 5 that's faced with Trap Stun, 7 tools, and other such things that don't really keep the game pace well enough, and it was to make dragons go really bad. It did not. So let's move away from that. To 2, Thunder King. I still feel Thunder King being limited was just silly. It's a monster mistake. It's chainable. Would have sold anyway, but pathetic attempt at selling packs. I'm sorry, that's how I feel about it. So Thunder King back at 2. I get it, it's a 1900 monster, it's a beat stick, but whatever, it's still good and that's where it belongs. Because Heavy Storm would be back under this list, Bottomless Trap Hole to 2. Bottomless is nowhere near the power of Warning, and because we have more back row hate with the 3 MSTs still legal, you could drop it to 1, I could care less, just give me my Heavy. That's what I all have to say, is I feel Bottomless would give a little more back row power for when Heavy's not played. D-Fissure and Macros Cosmos, I feel like these are silly hits just to stop dragons, and I want the playing field even. I said this before. I hate these cards, but I want the playing field even. Soul Drain. This thing should not have been limited at all. It is a balanced card. That's how I feel about it. That's how Konami should have felt about it. Bestiary. The reason I say Bestiary, this could be done in April, but once we get to Prime Metal Origins, or I believe I said that right. I'm not fully sure because the name's a little awkward. There's a new GB. So this in title says, hey, it's time to bring back Bestiary because GBs aren't doing squat for 8 formats, and I think they deserve a little bit of love, just a little tiny bit. So we'll put Bestiary back at 2, see what it does, and if it's still a problem, then you hit Geyseris because that was the real issue. Macro, I said Macro Cosmos, Compulse and Tarantul back at 2. Even when these guys were at 2 with Heavy Storm around, I had no problem with it. It just happened. Now the reason I didn't put Compulse straight back to 3, it's a Konami move. That's how I see it. I would put straight to 3. I put a lot of things straight to 3, but Konami move. I'm trying to think in that aspect. I know it's not a prediction list, but I'm trying to say, okay, if I'm working for Konami and I want to make a better game, how do I do that? And that's what I'm trying to do here. Finally to 3, TG Striker and D-Prison, because these cards should have been at 3 a while ago and they weren't, and that was really dumb. D-Prison semi-limited was dumb. If you play 3, you play 3, big deal. It was stupid hit. I could still see D-Prison still at 2 because of the fear of, it hurts Noble Knights. Play Forbidden Lance. Play Heavy Storm. Play Night Beam. Play MST. Play Trap Stun, even in a heavy format. And then TG Striker, which has done nothing at 2, which should be moved up. What will Konami probably do? Mizuki and Plague Destroyer at 3, everyone's guessing. I'm not going to guess. People are assuming Dragon Ravine because dragons. Dragon Ravine has nothing to do with dragons. They only use it for the mill power. Let's be honest here. The real issue is not Dragon Ravine. It is the big dragons, and that's why they need to be limited to start with. And if that still doesn't kill them, we ban them right out and be done. I hope you find this video well. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you answer in the comments why these guys in pack go nuts and trying to do this video. And I hope there's no hurt feelings, because again, I'm trying to balance out the playing field for decks like Harpies, for decks like Chaos Dragons and Lightsworn. And no, I don't feel like those decks need hits right now. A lot of those are just easy to side against. A lot of people gotta realize when you're so used to battling Dragon Rulers over and over and over again, that's what you primarily side for. It's easier to lose the matchup against a rogue deck. So it's just as crucial to be ready for the rogue deck while being ready for the meta deck that just goes, I am Dominator. I am dominating everything. But it's 1 a.m. in the morning in New York City time, so I'm going to end this video here. And when this video comes out, probably like 8 o'clock New York City time. And they're going nuts, so I'll see you next time. I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe for more. I'm running away. Woo! Fire armor on. And Friday, I don't know what time Friday. Friday will be the ban list. We will have a video on it, I promise. And then next Monday, we'll have a coffee time. What comes from the ban list. Like, we'll discuss in deep at what the ban list will actually mean for us. And we'll see what Konami did, and we'll go in deep about it and how we feel about it and stuff, because that's what we do on the council. So I will see you later. Thank you guys for 1,500 subs. And once we hit our 1 year anniversary, we're going to do something special for you. We're trying to figure out what contest. At some point we will. And I will see you next video, which should be coming out after this. Peace.